Anyone opposed to moving all of it? Okay. Item 5.7, Jennifer.
And staff, I apologize if I asked you this and already got an answer and failed to see it or read it. But there were two things. This is our video contract. One is that there's an increase in rates for the council videos that we have, which are of great value, I think. And there's a raising of rates for the Emory Unified School District, and we have also paid for the video broadcasting for the school district. But the rate increases were not equal, and in fact quite different. And I just was curious in understanding why Emory Unified used to cost more because it's off-site and things have to be set up, and now it's going to cost less. It had a lower increase. So I'm curious if there's an answer to that.
Yeah, it's one is that the rate increase for the city rate it's been a longer period of time, but you could ask Jim Davis himself. He's sitting in the booth, but and so it's the rate city that they gave to us.
I would just like to ask that.
I think Jim.
What would you like to speak to?
Can you respond, Jim? Or
are you prepared?
Not really.
Sorry to put you on the spot. It's kind of like the Wizard of Oz, right?
Yeah, unaccustomed as I am to speaking. Well, it pretty much is like Karen says. We hadn't raised the rates in there for about 7 years. I mean, for doing the meetings in there for about 7 years. The school board meetings, we just, frankly, didn't occur to us to raise the rates on that. So
you raised them, but only by 5%,
right,
rather than the 22% for council.
We were trying to hold the overall cost as reasonable as we could, and we didn't want to bump up the school board rates, so I can't exactly give you a reason. It's somewhat arbitrary on our part, but we hadn't raised the rates for that for about 7 years. That's
okay. Thank you. And then my second follow-up question is just if the city is going to continue subsidizing the school district's cost for video. I think it's a valuable thing, but have we discussed this with the school district?
I have shared this with the new superintendent, and we actually went through all of our invoices from the last, I believe, 18 months and looked at what the breakdown was between council meetings, district board meetings, and then city school meetings, and I have been communicating that to the superintendent. He seems open to the discussion, but we haven't gotten to anything. If we do, we'll bring that back to you.
Okay. Anyone else on this one?
Move approval. I'll second that.
Okay. Anyone opposed? All right. 5.